What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Tonight I'll be building an outdoor patio set. So this includes 2 chairs and a table. So it's all wood, of course. And I have a plan again. So this plan I got online for free from this guy called J Bates or Joe Bates. So I was looking online for easy projects to do, and I see it and I'm like, I think I can do this. So I downloaded the plan. So he had some list. He has a list of pieces that I must cut. So he has a list of pieces that I must cut in order to complete this project. And with this, I'm going to be using all 2x4 lumber. So I run over to Home Depot and I pick up the lumber, and we're gonna make these chairs and a table. So let's get cutting. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna repost the design for this if somebody else wanna do it, because it's not mine. I'm just gonna repost it at the end of this video, so it's gonna be in the link if you wanna go see what he does. Because this guy made these chairs like 9 years ago, and he shared the plan online. So I'm just copycatting, and he gives permission to make and sell them. So I'm gonna make and sell.
Copying people. Can I help you? So Dad, I am gonna be, helping my dad, but like not actually like helping where you like help somebody do something. Like I'm just gonna be playing around, or like excuse me. Ow!
So my daughter will be helping me.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say like 28 pounds. I don't know what that is, but okay, let's see. That's not actually what I need. We had a patience.
So this build needs, in order to build these 2 tables, in order to build these 2 chairs and table, I'll need 13 pieces of 2x4.
Oh.
Yeah. 8 feet, 2x4, 13 pieces. So I have all of that. Let me cut them up, and then I want to figure out how to follow the instruction to assemble them. So my veranda is gonna look nice, and my patio is gonna look nice for the summer. So it's winter now, I'm making it, setting up for the summer. But if somebody sees it online and like it and you wanna buy a few, fine. I'll make them and sell them to you. Alright guys, so let's get this build started. So as you can see, I have everything set up here. I got my plan, I got my wood, and I got the mindset to get it done. And I got my little helper. Chanel is there helping. Sparkle's there going crazy. So alright guys, the first thing I do, I check the cut list, the list of pieces that I need. Then I try to mark this, make the first one, and then I put a stop block on the miter saw, just to have this repeated cut done easily. Instead of measuring it every time, I have that stop block. I just slide it across. Once I hit the stop block, I know I have the right measurement. This way I can cut multiple pieces real fast. So yeah, this is my first chair build, and as you see, I try to refer to the plan every chance I get. That way I don't go crazy, I don't make the wrong moves with it. So yeah, let's just cut all these pieces. Overall I cut everything, then I try to figure out how to put them together afterwards using the plan. So guys, all this it's a lot of work, but it can be done. It's not impossible. I did this entire build in about 5 hours. So if I can do it in 5 hours, you can do just the same. Once I make these cuts, guys, I put them together, the pieces that are the same measurement, and I mark each pieces with the measurement. That way I don't get them confused with anything else. So here am I trying to figure out this cut list. Trying to maximize and getting as many pieces out of one piece of wood, so as not to waste material. So this miter saw comes in handy because some of these cuts are 15 degrees, and it can be done on a regular saw, but the miter saw just helps to speed things up. Alright guys, so I'm showing you another angle from what I'm doing. So these are the straight cuts that I'm finishing up, and as I cut them I mark each piece with the measurement that is required for the legs. So these are the legs I'm cutting, the seat pieces and the back pieces. So alright guys, so right now you can see me arranging all these pieces in groups. Try to separate all the pieces, that way when I'm ready to put the chairs together I have everything for each chair in one pile, and they're marked with the length. That way I can follow the build plan easily and finish up everything. As I go along, I try to clean up, just to get rid of all the dust and debris that accumulate while I work. You can see my little helper is there trying to help. Chanel helps me with all project. Even when Lucas is upstairs playing his game, Chanel is always here trying to help me with everything. Alright guys, so right here you can see me trying to put the pieces together. I measured the 17 inches from the bottom upwards. I'm just dry fitting everything, just to ensure that this works. So I'll be using a pocket hole screw jig that I have, just to put pocket holes in the top part of the armrest. So that's gonna keep the top part secured. And then once I put these two pieces together, this would be one side of the chair. So I'll have to do this twice just to have the left side and the right side. And when you're drilling these holes, you have to be mindful that these holes are on the same side. So you're drilling a left side and a right side, but then you want the holes to be turned inwards once everything is put together. Alright, so my little helper is here again trying to figure out everything. So I don't know, one day she'll be taking over the woodwork shop. So right now I'm trying to ensure that everything is square. I'll just use regular outdoor screws just to secure this. I have to ensure that you use outdoor screws, because if it's patio furniture, chances are it will be outside in the rain or elements. So you can't use regular screws. You need zinc plated screws, or whatever screws that says it's outdoor outdoor safe. So this is it, testing everything, ensuring that the legs are square and flat. And then I use a regular piece of wood just to put between, just to square these off, ensure that I have proper spacing, Once I'm done bolting these, then I remove that piece of scrap wood from between them. So this is Lucas coming down just to look. Not gonna help, but just looking. So that's one side finished, and now I'm doing the other side for the chair. So it's the same thing. I'm gonna be measuring that 17-inch from the bottom up to the top. Then I'll put on the first piece of the. Alright guys, so as I go along, I try to follow my plan. Some of it was a bit confusing, but after just looking at the pictures, uh, he has a very detailed diagram there. Not good instruction, but detailed diagram that anyone can actually look at to see how things are set, how they are arranged, and then that will help you in completing our. That will help you in assembling everything. So this is where you want to pay attention. You want that hangover for the armrest to be on the outside, and then everything flush to the side on the inside. So alright, so the pocket hole screws that I'll be using right here. I'm using these blue outdoor pocket hole screws to put these things together wherever pocket hole screws are required. The blue pocket hole screw means it's for outdoors. The silver one means that it's just for regular use. So with the pocket hole screws, it works a bit better for me, because at least once I'm screwing, you don't see the screw hole on the outside of the material, and it pulls everything tightly flush together, leaving no gaps between the woods. So I think I love pocket hole screws. On my next shear build, I'll see how best I can use more pocket hole screws. I use more pocket hole instead of regular screws, because some of these joints could easily be done with pocket hole screws, um, just to hide some of these screw holes that I have all over on the chair. So now I have these two sides. I will try to sand off most of these as best as possible, so that once I'm done putting the chair together, I would have had most of the pieces properly sanded and ready for staining. Because once you put everything together, it's gonna be difficult to sand them off. Alright, so I have to help. Outside is cold, and this little girl and this dog just giving me problems. So put her dress on, send her outside. So alright guys, so once you put in these on, ensure that this back piece is lined up. The bottom of it is 15 degrees and it's lined up to the bottom of that leg piece, and then the seat back part is also lined up with the hand of the armrest. So it's kind of funny, but once you put it together, you'll see it. I use a clamp just to keep everything secure while I screw stuff down. That way nothing is shifted in the process. And this is screwed on to the inner part of the chair, not the outside. So my little helper is there drilling away. So whatever you do on one side, you do it on the next side. So ensure that we have everything balanced. So what I did here is I put one screw in the bottom, and then use this as a pivot just to ensure that both sides of the chair fall in proper alignment. Here guys, I ensured that I sand all the seat pieces, the backrest pieces before I complete my assembly. As once the assembly is completed, it's very difficult to sand some of these areas. So I need to sand off all the paints. Alright guys, now that I'm done sanding all the pieces, it's time to put this project final touches together. Alright, so right here I'm trying to assemble this, connect the left side to the right side. I'll be connecting, the first piece that I'll be connecting is the back seat, and the back slab for the seat. Connect that to the right side, and my little helper is helping me out here, but I can't do this on the desk obviously, so I figured that out. And now I'll be taking this to the ground where it can be more secure, just to get everything screwed down properly. So now that everything is on the ground, I'm able to align this up. So I have that speed square or that triangle, whatever you call it, and I use it to check the corners, ensure that I have a proper 90 degrees before I screw everything up. Once I have that 90 degrees, then I'm confident that the other pieces will fall into place properly aligned as they should. So all these each piece of this wood takes 2 screws to securely fasten them together. And my little helper is testing the chair out just to ensure that everything goes smoothly. So with this guys, I use a pencil, a spare pencil, to space these out. So I put the pencil between each pieces of the seat slab, just to ensure that I have proper spacing throughout this thing for uniformity, because you want everything to look right. So with this, I started out by using 1 screw to secure each pieces, but then I changed that just to ensure 2 screws would keep it stronger, as also keep the square in alignment. So it's best to use 2 screws on each piece of this seat slab. And what I figured out here is that it's also good to drill pilot holes, because that will stop the wood from splitting during the whole drilling process. So this is the back seat. It's snugly, it's tightly fitting, snugly. So I just use the mallet to tap this in a little bit. So tight fit is good. So my battery died during the process I was putting this together. I didn't notice that until when I was done, that the camera was off. But you can imagine, I did everything. The 2 chairs and the little table was put together, and now I'm taking it outside to put a little stain on it. Okay guys, all the pieces are assembled, and we are now outside ready to put some color on these chairs. Right, so I picked up a tin of paint at Home Depot. It was on sale. They say it's dark walnut. Well, it's actually stain, not paint. Dark walnut. And I also pick up this sprayer, this Wagner 150 stain sprayer. As you can see, it works well. It evenly distribute the paint, and I'm happy with it. But one thing though, I was expecting this to be darker because it said dark walnut on the tin, but this looks like mud. I really didn't like it once I was done. I was hoping that once everything is dried it would have gotten darker, but it didn't. It was just lighter. And so what I ended up doing is removing, well, not removing, but painting over it, ending up changing the color of the chair. So you'll see the final product in the end there. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe to the Martin crew. Comment if you want us to do more videos of this kind. So I will be doing more home improvement,
Maybe you want to suggest what you want me to do next. You see, I have the big backyard, and I have a lot of stuff in the house to do as well. So you guys can just stick along with us for the journey. I'm trying to do a little more stuff in the yard because my wife is not here, and I'm just trying to keep myself occupied. So look at these; these are lovely, and this is the final product.